Welcome to this week's vlog. I'm currently on the road, travelling up to the Midlands to take part in the inaugural edition of Velo Birmingham. And I'll stop doing the Birmingham accent impressions now. I'm quite aware that I sound like a cross between Kilroy Silk and Adrian Childs, which is no good for anyone. So, promise, here on out, no more accents. Velo Birmingham. What is it? Well, it's a massive closed road sportive taking part in Birmingham. Well, it starts and finishes in Birmingham, taking in the Midlands. It's 100 miles long and it's on fully closed roads. I'm driving up there now, the day before, and I'm going to be joined by my mate Chris. He's going to do the event with me. Hopefully he's going to drag me round, because Chris is a very good cyclist. So let's crack on up to Birmingham and do it. Here for the registration and to pick up my number. It's much like Ride London in that you have to know your number and you go to the appropriate desk and then you can pick up your rider packs. That's what I'm going to do now. Just picked up my registration, see you there. Now I've got to carry on and go get my goodie bag apparently, so do that. Hi. Got two, yeah. Okay. These are the goodie bags. Thank you. So there's a bag drop facility here where you can drop a bag off the night before when you come sign on, or and you can pick it up at the finish, or you can also bag drop at the start of the event as well. So we're just in sort of the expo sign-on area. It's a stage over there. Cycle Republic are here in case you need to have some maintenance done on your bike, or you've got a last-minute mechanical. Just in my hotel room, and I've got my goodie bag here and the entry pack with all the race numbers and timing bands and stuff. So I'm just gonna have a look at it and see what's inside. So this is the contents. Got a water bottle, pretty cool, standard. This is like the timing race number that goes on the front of your bike. You have to have a helmet sticker. This is for your bag if you want to drop off a bag in the bag drop zone, so I might do that later on. It's also a wristband that you need to wear so that you can collect your bike and stuff like that if you're at the end of the thing, if you put it in a safe place. Some instructions, some True Start coffee, a couple of sachets of that, don't know what that is. Some like gels and stuff. Also got some lube. Oh, that'll come in handy. A chain wipe thing if your bike's dirty. And the best thing, definitely Kit Kat. Tomorrow morning my wave is off at 7:05 in the morning. It's actually the second wave. The first wave starts at 7 o'clock, which is considerably later than Ride London, and I consider that a very good thing because it means you get a bit extra in bed. Because when I did Ride London I had to be up at like 4:30 in the morning or something outrageous. I'm not a fan of early starts. So the goal for tomorrow is going to be to try and get round in 4 hours, but that's what me and Chris are going to have a go at doing. So I'm going to sound like a right if I don't manage to do that, but we'll try. And so consequently, the food I've got ready for tomorrow's ride is about 4 hours worth of food, probably just a little bit more. The products I've got here, like the food I've picked, is all stuff that I like and get along with, and I've tried and tested it lots of times on lots of rides, and no one's paid me to take any of this stuff and show it to you now. I'm merely taking it because this is the stuff that I 100% like to eat and get along with, so I'll show it to you. So what we have here is some Cliff Bars, which I generally have early on in the ride. I've got a selection of different ones, including my own Cliff Bar, which is Oliver's Tropical Porridge, which I designed that one myself. Still got a few of those bad boys left over, so gonna eat those. Then I've got like a pressed date bar. I like these things, they're pretty good. Some shot blocks, because they're quite easy on, and I tend to have this stuff later on in the ride. And then some caffeinated gels for the back end of the ride that help perk you up when you're flagging a bit. And in the bottles, so yeah, in the bottles I put SIS lemon and lime flavour. That's my poison. 40 grams of that in a 750 bottle. They say do 40 grams in a 500 bottle, but I can't really get along with that. I find it a bit too sickly, a bit too concentrated. So personal preference, like I dilute it down to 750. But yeah, hopefully this stuff should get me round for 4 hours. You all ready? You up for sub 4 hours?
Yeah, we'll get it done.
Do you reckon we can?
It's not too difficult, is it?
Well, I don't know. We haven't ridden this course before. Chris, he has ridden a lot. He used to be a sort of, well, UCI Continental Pro. And his most famous win involved him winning a pig. What happened to that pig? It was alive when you won it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got slit.
What?
11 months after it was born.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Did you? Where did you take it to, like a butcher's or something, or?
No, they did it in their back garden. It's a traditional Spanish thing.
Right.
They get all the family around. The men hold the pig down, and then the women slice the throat and catch the blood.
But it was in Spain. We should point out this was not like in.
Oh, it was a proper chipper race.
Yeah, it wasn't in like it wasn't in Dewsbury. It wasn't like the 3-4 Cat 3-4 Development League. East Midlands Development League 3-4. Chris wins a pig. Taking a selfie.
Council, Savage Council, Worcester, Crucial Rider, Formula Insurance, Women's Cycling Resort, and Ollie, we've got Velo.
I don't know if you can see this. Chris is going to the toilet yet again. And he's going into the toilet behind Martin Johnson in a Portaloo. There's Martin Johnson. Martin Johnson is probably one of the last people I'd want to go into a Portaloo after. What is it like going into a Portaloo straight after Martin Johnson's been in there?
There wasn't much left inside. And he doesn't flush.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first.
Not a nice man.
I bet he does absolutely massive turns. This is training.
Me, I was miles behind.
Ugh.
I just rolled in. The other one.
Velo Birmingham has ruined Chris, destroyed him. Cheers, guys. Chris, you ruined. I can't believe you rode off and did like 80 miles off the front on your own. You absolute mental. Oh, time to refuel, eh? I'm so hungry right now. Yeah, it's well good, the food in here. It was absolutely fantastic to see so many people out enjoying themselves riding bikes. The more people riding bikes, the better. So that was great to see. But I guess one of the things you want to know is how does it compare to Ride London? Well, the first thing to point out is there's about 2,000 metres of elevation in the route, which is roughly double that of Ride London. But that doesn't mean it's twice as hard, because a lot of the elevation in Velo Birmingham comes in the form of lots of little constant undulations. So they sap your energy a bit more, but there's no monster climbs. There's a medium climb towards the end, but nothing monster. When you do Ride London, you get a real buzz and a thrill at the start and the end of the ride as you go through the city past all the iconic monuments through past London Eye, Parliament, the Mall, and all the rest of it. And you know, Birmingham isn't quite on the same level. However, that is only the start and the end of the ride, and once you get out into the lanes and you're on the country roads and you're going through the villages, the Midlands is just as beautiful as the Surrey countryside. The roads are just as good, and both routes are absolutely brilliant. And riding on closed roads is so special. There are few opportunities to ride 100 miles on closed roads, and it's a brilliant thing to do. And any chance you get to do it is to be seized as soon as possible. If you've not done it before, do an event on closed roads, because it's brilliant. There was a slight delay at the start. We were in the starting pen a bit longer than we wanted to be and got a little bit cold, and the signage to the starting pens from the city could have been a bit better, I feel. There wasn't really any. However, they were two minor details in what was an event that was, you know, running in its first year, so I think it's forgivable considering the event was in its first year. So there you have it, the city that is known for Cadbury's chocolate, Edgbaston, Ozzy Osbourne and Jamelia now has a great cycling event to its name as well, and long may it continue. We thoroughly recommend it. If you did the event, then please let us know in the comments section below how you got on and what you thought of it. And if you've got any questions about Velo Birmingham, then we'll try to answer those as well. So until then, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, and we'll be back next week with another vlog. So see you later.